Mottanni, 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 Mottanni.
Hey, it's another beautiful day for you to go out there and create opportunities for yourself and for the world. My name is Danny. I am a skill developer, top of the morning. Do it or don't do it, you will still regret it. Do it or don't do it, you will still regret it. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to go out there and not let anyone, don't let anyone tell you something does not work because it hasn't worked for them. Remember, don't let anyone tell you something does not work because it hasn't worked for them. Try it and see it for yourself. Try it so that you can be sure that it doesn't work for you and not being told that it doesn't work for you. Try it and see it today. We are on our series on how to develop self-awareness, how to get to know yourself so that you can be able to relate well with yourself, relate well with your immediate community, your family, your friends, your nation, your colleagues, your job. That is what we've been doing for the past sessions. And last time we were talking on don't judge your emotions as good or bad. That was the first strategy we gave in order to be self-aware, in order for you to know yourself better. Don't judge your emotions of being good or bad. Let's look at the second strategy. Welcome back. The second strategy today is for you to be able to know yourself. Apply this. Always observe the ripple effect of your emotions on you, on the immediate people around you, and also on your environment. Because whatever you do affects you, affects everyone around you, affects your community. Take a look at a stone. When you take a stone and you drop it in water, that stone drops in the middle of that water, but what happens? You see waves being created from that middle right up to the edges of that water. Be it a stream, be it water in a bowl, be it water in a bucket. That is how your emotions affect everything around you. What is what we call a ripple. When you drop that stone in a bottle, in water, those waves you see is what we call a ripple, and your emotions affect everything around you, just like the ripple emanates from the center and then moves to the edges. So it's good to always observe the effect it has around you, because sometimes your outburst of emotion will instead help give you what you don't want. Your outburst of emotion will instead help give you what you don't want. Imagine an employer, a boss, shouting at a colleague because that colleague made a mistake on a particular project or made a mistake on a particular task that he was given. The intention of that boss is to correct that colleague, to make sure he never does it again, or to make sure he does it better next time. But what happens to the other employees at work? They become afraid. And they try as much as they can whenever they are given a task not to make a mistake. And by so doing, they only do what they are told in order to avoid being shouted at, in order to avoid being fired. Meanwhile, for a company to grow, we need to imagine, we need to try new things, we need to try and move fast. I think General said the tech world works in a way, they say break things and move fast. But that employer was shouting at the employee to make them perform better, but the effect he had on the other employees is that don't try anything new, don't try anything unless you know you are going to succeed. So they ended up not trying anything. So you see, in the long run, the company remains stagnant or the company falls, not because the boss didn't want it to grow, but because the outburst of his emotions affected everyone around them. So for you to be able to know yourself well and to get the best out of it, always observe that always think about the effects that your emotions have on you, on the people around you, and on your environment. If you always think about it, then before an outburst of any emotion, you will make sure that it elucidates or sends out the right message and helps for your growth and that of your family, that of your community, that of your business. I'll see you next time as we talk about these particular strategies on self-awareness. We've talked on 2 already. Don't judge your emotions as good or bad, and also always observe the ripple effect of your emotions. See you next time.